Welcome back. It's the Renegade Podcast, and today we're going to be talking about Judge Joe Brown versus Marc Lamont Hill. And I'm just going to be reading to y'all what they said in the interview, and then at the end I'm going to give my commentary. So yeah, let's get right into it. Marc Lamont Hill was saying like it's two things happening at once with Bill Cosby. It's like he's legally innocent because they violated his rights, but that doesn't mean he's not guilty. And he goes on to say Bill Cosby is a sexual predator and that Cosby has no regards for his victims. Marc Lamont Hill also said people can be innocent in the eyes of the law but be guilty in public opinion. And Judge Joe Brown was like, how is he guilty? And Marc Lamont Hill was like, the deposition is his admission of guilt. And he also goes on to say what he did to them women was flat out rape. No in-betweens, just flat out rape. And then he, at the end of the interview, he gonna say this was the most disturbing interview he ever had in his life while he was interviewing Judge Joe Brown. That was crazy. And now this is Judge Joe Brown part of the interview, what he was saying. He said he talked to 43 lawyers around the country and 17 judges, and they all knew the case was gonna be overturned. And said the case never should have went to trial in the first place. And he said Bill Cosby doesn't have to prove he didn't do anything. They have to prove what they claim is true. He has to be proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. And if not, his presumption of innocence stands as a rock. And he was saying it's just accusation against Bill Cosby. And just that, they don't hold no weight. They're only accusations. And then he was responding to what Marc Lamont Hill was saying too. And when Marc Lamont Hill was saying, oh, he haven't been exonerated, Judge said he ain't got to be exonerated. It was a baseless accusation. And the judge also responded to him saying there's no such thing as innocent by law and guilty by public opinion. And then the judge said all the women who accused Bill Cosby was all groupies. He said they be giving head in bathrooms and closets. And he said that Marc Lamont Hill, don't act like you don't know that. And the judge also was saying them parties was super crazy back then. Like they was turned up on a whole nother level. Everybody was on mad different kinds of drugs. And he ain't the only person I heard say that. I heard a couple older people say that. Even Eddie Griffin said that, matter of fact, in one of them Vlad interviews. He was saying back then in the club back in them days, they was walking around with coke around their neck in the club, like with coke spoons and all kinds of stuff, like just doing it right in front of everybody. Like he said, like that's how open all the drugs was back then. Like people just was doing it everywhere. So I don't know. That's the whole confusing thing about this. Like I don't know if the women doing it for money. I don't know if they doing it because it's an agenda and somebody told them go say that, or I don't know what's going on. It's mad confusing. Like, and then if they know what they did was wrong, then what was the point of him being in jail for 2 years? Like, what was that for? If they knew the whole 2 years that was wrong. Like Eddie Griffin, he said back in them days, it was wild, man. Like everybody was turned up back in them days. So yeah, I don't know. And then if they was groupies, like the judge is saying, then we already know what they was around for. So now you turning around and say something else? Because now you done waited that long. Now they can't even prove anything. Even if the person did do something or didn't. Like, whatever the case is, they can't prove nothing because you done waited so long. From right there, it was like kind of fishy to me. Like, how y'all still lock him up? So that's why I was saying it kind of sounded like an agenda. Probably some groupies he was with back then or something. There's no way you waiting 40 years to get justice. Like, they waited so long. What if he would have died like in the 70s? Like, in his 70s. Like, you want to wait 40 years later. He could have died in his 70s. And it would never been no case or nothing. Who you taking to jail now? Because you done waited so long. Like, that don't make no sense. You're going to be like, yo, we're going to wait till this dude look like he about to die. Then, yeah, we're going to take him to court. Like, you got to take him to court all them years, but you wait till he look like he about to die. Like, yeah, we're going to take him to court. Like, that don't even sound right. But yeah, let me know what y'all think about it down in the comments. Let me know. And like the video, share the video, and I'm going to catch y'all on the next one.